Hey, welcome back. It is already nighttime, but I just finished this video and I really want to share it with you. This week I finally finished another granny square top I have been making for a while, and I'm taking you along the process. Enjoy! Alright, so for my granny square, I wanted it to be a flower granny square. I'm gonna link the tutorial I followed in the beginning down below. And you're gonna want to start with a magic ring in which you are gonna make 8 single crochet. And then you want to pull the magic ring tight and the loop with going in the first single crochet. And then you already have to cut off the yellow and move on to the next color, and you're gonna tie your yarn to the first single crochet, and then you're gonna chain 3. After that chain, you want to start a double crochet and through the first 2 loops, but then leave the last one on the hook, and then you do that again once more and then one more time, so you have 4 loops on your hook and 4 double crochets below. The first chain counts as a double crochet, and then you're gonna chain 2 for a space. After that, you're going to start another double crochet, but only go through the first 2 loops, and then start another and do that 3 more times until you have 4 double crochet and 5 loops on your hook. Like so. And then you want to go through all 5 loops and do another 2 chains. And then you're going to do that all around in each of the 8 single crochets, and you should end up with 8 petals. Next, you're going to want to start in one of the spaces, and you're going to tie your yarn again, your new color. And then you want to start by chaining 5. And we will come back around to this chain 5 again later. And then you want to double crochet 3. Without any chains, move on to the next space and do another 3 double crochets. Then you want to do the same in the next space. But then you want to chain 2 and create a space, a corner. And then in the same space, you're gonna make 3 more double crochets. And in that pattern, you want to go around until you're at the end. So you're going to make 3 more corners until we get to the other side. Now we're at the end here. You're gonna make 2 double crochet in the first space you ever worked in. And then end into the 3rd chain you made in the very beginning with this yarn. And then you want to pull through, cut off the yarn, and you're done. You can like pin them to a cushion maybe to give them some form, to make them really nice and rectangular. Yeah, and then you do this 44 more times. Depending on the size of your yarn or the size of your granny square, it might not take as long. Here I am showing you how I sewed the little granny squares together. I started by tying up the yarn on the back side of the granny square, and then I wiggled my way through a little bit to just make it hold well. And then I started by going through the back loop of each granny square. I put them together nice sides facing, and I always grab the back loop of each square, just going back and forth. My tactic was making 4 long strips and then connecting them lengthwise. So I made a strip of 11 granny squares, and then I connected all of those strips. I also later discovered that sewing them with more of an overstitch manner is also And then I totally forgot to film anything, so here are all my 44 squares all sewn together, and I ironed them as well. And for the back, I decided to make kind of like a corset thing to close it up. I first started at each end doing a row of single crochets just so that it will be unified and hold really well together. And then I flipped my work and started by chaining 5. And then I skipped 2 stitches, making a double crochet, chain 2, skipping 2 stitches, making a double crochet, and so on and so forth. This is what it ended up looking like, and then I flipped my work once more and went around each space with 2 single crochets, and then I made a single crochet in the top of the double crochet, and then another 2 into the space and 1 into the double crochet, and worked my way to the other side. When I arrived at the other side, I also single crocheted all the way on the top and the bottom edge, and I just kept going with the same yarn, doing 2 more single crochets into the space left, then starting to go in each stitch that I thought was relevant. I just kind of eyeballed it. I don't think you can tell. And then I worked my way to the other side, which was already done, so that was the end of that. ended it off by doing a chain and then cutting off the yarn, pulling it through. And now you can sew in all the ends, and here is your body piece. Now we're gonna have to make the straps and the long string for closing the back. I started the straps by making a chain and then going in each back loop of the chain with a single crochet. And when I arrived at the end, I turned my work and went into each stitch with one single crochet again, and that was my strap. And for the long string in the back, I used this technique that I saw on Pinterest. I don't know what it's called. Please let me know if you know. I just used this because this is quick. And I made a really long string. First I made it too short and then I had to make another one. So I made it extra long and then shortened it after. And you're just gonna want to tie it up like a corset and sew on your straps in a way that you can't really see it, but it shouldn't be too difficult. And then you have your top. It's actually very comfortable and it's really like stable. I can literally wear it without a bra or anything. You can't even see through it. I mean, no, you can't really see through it. I could even wear it without the straps because of the lace up. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye. I finished another This is really hard to say. So this week I finished another granny square top. I'm saying this stupidly because it's hard for me to say.